So Bitcoin looks like on the verge of exploding. Yes, guys, we want to find out in which trend duration is going to explode. Is it going to be an explosion towards this 30,000 range or explosion towards 25,000 range before price chooses an actual trend duration? Yes, that is exactly what we are going to find out in today's video, and that's why I have prepared some very interesting chart which is pointing us where the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term, where the price of Bitcoin in the upcoming days might be possibly hitting. So before I do that, please destroy that like button, and please guys, let's try to reach 1,000 like in this video, because video like this takes a lot of time and takes a lot of energy. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, please destroy that like button. So looking at this in a daily time frame using this Bollinger Band, according to the Bollinger Band, the price is getting squeezed, and I have been talking about this since couple of days. Yes, guys, Bollinger Band squeeze usually indicates incoming volatility. So if we can catch the trend before it starts breaking either to the upside or to the downside, then we can take a lot of advantage. I mean, if you look at the price structure, we are forming a squeeze. Bollinger Band squeeze, like I said, indicates incoming volatility. So the price of Bitcoin, since it's hovering on 27,000, we definitely want the price to remain around this range, because remaining above 27,000 in the medium short term could result in a continuation towards the key line of area. The key line of area is going to be around 28,000 before deciding the trend direction, because if we do manage to break out of this upper trend line, I mean the 28,000 range, then there is a very high probability this trend is also going to get attracted towards 30,000, right, the previous top, before deciding the trend duration. But if the price in the medium short term fails to hold this key line of support around 26,000 in the medium short term, then this could trigger another sell-off which could bring the price of Bitcoin easily around 25,000 and even lower. Yes, guys, the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term is not allowed to break the lower band support, which is around 26,000, and to the upside we have to break this 28,000 resistance at any cost, because once we do that, parallelly the price of Bitcoin is also going to break out from this falling wedge. Falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern once we flip the upper trend line resistance into proper support. So in our case, according to this falling wedge, since the price is still trapped inside this upper trend line and lower trend line, we want the price of Bitcoin to choose a proper trend direction. If it's going to be a bullish continuation pattern, then we need to flip this 28,000 resistance into proper support. And if it's going to be a corrective movement, then even after this breakout, we are going to remain skeptical, because we know only after breaking out of this 28,000, we know this is an actual continuation here to the top of this channel, or the price opportunity from this falling wedge. Because what could happen here, right, price showing bullishness after breaking out of this upper trend line, getting attracted towards this 28,000, and all of a sudden it could start showing another bearish continuation like this. So that's why, guys, only after breaking this upper trend line from this Bollinger Band, only after breaking this key line of resistance on 28,000, we know the price of Bitcoin is preparing itself for this $30,000 move. And now, even if we look at this in a bit different way, I mean using this CPR indicator. CPR indicator is one of the most important indicator for me. It's a leading indicator. It gives us information beforehand, and according to this leading indicator, I have been very clear, the price of Bitcoin has closed below the CPR line, which is a clear sign of weakness. Yes, closing below the CPR line, this three line, top, central, and the bottom line. Since the price has not touched any of the CPR line, what happens in more than 90% of cases, price gets attracted towards the bottom, central, top CPR line, any of this line, before choosing a trend duration. So in our case, since the price has not touched any of the CPR line, there is a very high probability first the price of Bitcoin is going to touch the CPR line before deciding the trend duration. So for a scalper, you can see there is a possibility of 2 to 3% move in the upcoming days for Bitcoin. So only after finding support above 28,000, only after finding support over the upper band, we know the price in that case is also going to be above the top CPR line or bottom central CPI line. Yes guys, in that case, if we can find support over 28,000, then the price of Bitcoin is also going to be above this CPI line, which is very, very bullish, because according to this trend continuation, it is going to be a rally here towards this first monthly target line, 29,400. And if we do continue this uptrend, then you can see the second monthly R2, R3 line for this month. The best case scenario is 33,000. Second best case scenario is 31,600. And the first target, or the first monthly R1 line target, is around 29,400 area. So that's why we need the price of Bitcoin to find support over 28,000 to look for this actual continuation here to the upside. And now, even if we look at this in a bigger frame, nothing much has changed. The price of Bitcoin is still holding the support from this 200 weekly moving average, which we are not allowed to break. You can see in the past price action, this red line has always been acting as one of the most important line of support whenever we are above it. And right now, this price action is also above the 200 weekly moving average, which is sitting around 26,300 range. So if this here is going to be a continuation pattern, price breaking the upper trend line resistance, then you can see we will be also breaking out from this upper trend line, from this descending channel in a weekly time frame, which could turn the price of Bitcoin bullish. So that's why we need this 28,000 resistance to be broken at any cost, because breaking out of this 28,000 in the upcoming days might be resulting in an impulsive movement, because I have already showed you this scenario plenty of time. Price might be forming this inverse head and shoulder. This retracement might be a retest around the neckline area before price slowly starts getting attracted here to the upside, because according to this price continuation, according to this inverse head and shoulder, if it does plays out, right, price does shows this bullishness. You can see 38,000 could also be on the line. So this would be our best case scenario, but for now we are going to focus more on this 28,000 resistance line. And now, before I show you another chart, guys, just a friendly reminder, Crypto Anup Alt, this is our new channel. If you want to find out my top 5 Chinese altcoin, top 6 AI altcoin, or why I'm bullish on XRP and other altcoins, please do check this channel. The link is in the description down below, Crypto Anup Alt. Now, even if you look at this price structure here in a daily time frame, in a daily time frame, this is a descending channel. I just showed you a descending channel here in a weekly time frame, but in a daily time frame, things looks very interesting. The upper trend line is still rejecting the price, right? Each and every time we got attracted towards this upper trend line, the price always found resistance. That means this area is very important, the upper trend line area from the descending channel. So right now, what could be happening here? Price of Bitcoin getting attracted towards this upper trend line one more time, which is around 27,800 to 28,000 range. So if the price here in the medium short term manages to break out from this falling trend line or descending channel upper line area around 28,000, then many bullish scenario will play out parallelly. Price breaking out of the 28,000 could start another continuation here to the upside. So that's why we are desperately waiting for this 28,000 resistance to be broken and flipped into proper support, because any sort of impulsive movement, price failing to flip the 28,000 into proper support, could still result in another continuation where the price could be forming another lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern type of scenario. So that is exactly what we want to avoid, and for that the price needs to remain over 27,000 and also break the resistance around 28,000 range. Simply by looking at this formation, even right, if we look at this price structure as broadening bottom, right, you can see the price in the medium short term looks like it could be, right, it could be forming this bullish continuation pattern which I just showed you, or which is here a descending broadening wedge, right? So if this here is going to play out as a bullish continuation pattern according to this descending broadening wedge inside this broadening bottom, the price could show a continuation like this, because the price objective is clearly going to indicate there is a possibility for price of Bitcoin to get attracted to us 28,000, the upper line area from this broadening wedge, right? And also the price opportunity from this descending broadening wedge. So that's why, guys, in the immediate short term, we could see price of Bitcoin getting attracted towards the 27,800, 28,000 range. And only after breaking that, we know it's going to be an actual trend continuation here like this. I mean, the price opportunity from this bigger wedge is definitely going to bring the price of Bitcoin around 30,000. So that's why 30,000 is definitely going to be our price opportunity from this falling wedge, price objective from this broadening wedge. So let's see the price in the immediate short term remains above 27,000, because holding the support from this 27,000, let me show you that here. Holding the support from this 27,000 in the immediate short term means the price is holding the support from this Fibonacci line as well. You can see 0.618, 0.5 Fibonacci line. Those two lines are very important when we see any sort of a retracement. So price did held very strongly around 26,800, and now we are trying to break out from this 0.5 Fibonacci line. So once we do that in the immediate short term around 27,250, right? Once we do that, then this upper trend line is where we could be getting attracted before deciding the trend direction. So looking into different time frame, looking into different scenario, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin needs to hold the 27,000 and also break the resistance around 28,000 to remain bullish to start a new impulsive movement, because failing to break out of the 28,000 could result in a continuation pattern where we could be testing one of the most important support line in a bigger frame, and that is around 25,000. And we know losing the support around 25,000 means in a bigger picture, right? This here is going to be a continuation pattern. You can see lower highs, lower lows, continuation pattern type of scenario after that, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. And if you are unaware about our crypto and altcoin channel, the link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.